topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia. Brought to you by one of Steve-O and Sophia's favorite Incontro Italian cuisine and steakhouse located on the Walk in Coral Springs. Now, sit back while award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly in South Florida dining.
Good evening, South Florida, and welcome to another episode of Eat and Critique with hosts Steve-O and Sophia, where we bring the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You know, this morning on my show, we talked a little bit about yesterday was a big day.
The Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more that Wednesday's a big day for a lot of listeners.
Yes, that's Valentine's Day.
Can you believe it's the middle of February already?
I cannot believe it.
This year is flying by again. I don't know what happened to last year, but this year it's already mid-February.
You know, we're getting so many new listeners, and I want to really tell people about what our show is. Because I got an email today going, how come you never talk about, it was a certain restaurant, but it's a chain. And Sophia and I really love helping the small guy out. That's not a put down being called a small guy. But the smaller restaurants they don't even have a budget for advertising. And they have to go by word of mouth.
The small restaurants put more love, I think, into the restaurant. They cook like you're actually family, and they treat you, and you walk in and you feel like you're home. The larger chain restaurants, or the ones that have, this is my opinion, but that have the investors are a little bit colder, and it's just, let's get the money, let's get them in, let's get them out, let's just, they don't really care if you had a bad wait, if you had bad service, a bad anything. Sometimes you make reservations and you're still waiting to get in for a half hour.
And you know what, Sophia? So I've been doing this for 12 years. And it used to be if you had a problem, they would either take it off your bill or they would make it up to you. Nowadays, they just go, oh, sorry about that. And it's like, wait a minute. I paid for a good meal, and at least you can do is take it off or discount it or something. They don't do that anymore.
Well, a lot of the smaller restaurants, too, do everything themselves. They do their shopping. They're the chef. They're the marketing person. They're everything. And it's harder to find. They're having trouble finding help for their kitchen because they are small.
Well, last week was a good example. The Sexy Kitchen.
Gonna bring that up.
I mean, perfect. That's our kind of restaurant. We're going to go out and find those smaller restaurants. You can help us too by emailing us or calling us during the show, or you can do our chat line, which is, if you're watching, you can do the chat line. But we really want to find those smaller restaurants and help them. We do not charge them to come on our show. And so we actually walk the walk. It's not just a way to get more advertisers. So you're going to find out from us the best places to go in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, the smaller restaurants.
Well, our website actually has some of the smaller restaurants listed, www.eatandcritique.com, the and spelled out. But we have some that are backed by big financial backers as well. But they did have excellent service. They had excellent food. They cared about their customers.
Right.
We only listed on there the ones that we personally felt gave their heart and soul to their customers.
So that's what you will get from us. If you would like to go to our website, which you'll love, Sophia did the most incredible job on it. It's www.eat, you have to spell and out, critique, tvshow.com. And I mean, we're all over the internet. Oh, you're bringing.
We have a guest. Ralphie wanted to say hi to
He's
all
shy.
of ours. He's been bugging me. He's been rubbing on me. I'm sorry, everybody. That's our guest for the evening.
One of our clients.
That's Ralph. He
Does
says the food's really good, Mom. Anyway, it's Valentine's Day on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we had a kind of a serious show and a funny, weird show planned. We have a listing of some, maybe too late to get reservations, but we put together a list of restaurants that we thought were romantic restaurants that you would enjoy trying to get into.
Some
for
of them
Valentine's
are,
Day.
what they're doing is they're doing a prefix menu for
Mhm.
Valentine's Day. You know, prefix, it's okay, but you better make sure you like what your choices are, because on a prefix, you don't have a lot of choices. So we're going to let you know which ones were prefix, but we always break it down by Broward and Palm Beach. Miami is just a whole different world.
Mm-hmm.
And most of our listeners and viewers are from Palm Beach and Broward.
Yes.
So we really try to concentrate on those two counties. And we've got some good ones.
Well, my favorite, I think, is Les Sorel. They're in Boca and Del Rey.
Tell them about Les Sorel.
Les Sorel is a family-owned restaurant. Les Sorel means three sisters. So the three sisters own the restaurant, but their husbands work with them. And one of them is the chef.
Yes.
And he's an amazing chef. He's in Del Rey. I think they're on 6th Avenue, I believe it was. Right
Yes.
by the movie theater, right
Yes.
off Atlantic. And they have it is a romantic restaurant. It really is. It's small. It's cozy.
I'm smiling
It is.
because, well, they have two locations.
The Boca and the Del Rey.
The one in Del Rey, I got to tell you, for those of you who are big foodie people, that it used to be called Nick's.
Oh, that's right.
And I got to tell you, the food was wonderful. I mean, it was really good. But the owner could care less about the restaurant. It was actually a place for him to sell his watches and his fake handbags, designer handbags. So every time I'd go in there and go, "Oh, you got to see these handbags." And I go, "Oh, they must be expensive." Nah, they're not expensive. They're fake. But he would spend more time worried about selling the watches and the handbags. It was like he had a restaurant just to get people in to buy his
wares. Well, they do sell olive oil at Les Sorel from the family Italian olive oil farm. I'll call it a farm. It is an amazing olive oil. And he makes an amazing branzino right at the table side.
Yes.
But everything is made with love
How
at
about
that
their
restaurant.
pizza?
Their pizza's really good too.
Yeah. But the food, it's Southern Italian. It is out of this world. They're always packed.
Mhm.
So you got to make reservations. I don't think you can get reservations this late there unless they've had someone pull out.
Cancellation maybe, but everything is handmade by the owners right there in the kitchen. And that's my choice,
That
my
is.
favorite. That's
Well, do you have a 1B?
a B.
That's your 1A. Do you have a 1B?
A B.
I know you do.
A B. I like Capital Grill. I do. I
I
like
thought you were
Capital
going to say
Grill.
NY Steakhouse.
But that's in Broward.
Oh.
I thought we were starting with Palm Beach.
Okay, that's right.
Okay,
No, you're right.
Broward. NYY Steakhouse. I love that restaurant. They do make you feel special. They know your name. They come up to the table. Miss Sophia, is everything okay? They call you by your name, and that's unusual.
Yes.
And I like that.
Melting pot.
That I have never been there.
But think about it as a date where you go and you
Dip
the
your
meat and the
strawberries.
cheese. Yeah, and
where you dip the strawberries and
flambe it. Yeah,
feed your.
that is kind of romantic, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd like
But you know what?
anybody.
Can I tell you something? I've never heard anything bad about it.
Neither have I.
And they've been around for a long time.
Actually, my neighbor's the one who owns all of them.
Wow. I mean, that would be a cool place to take a date.
It'd be different. I think it'd be different and fun. That's a fun kind of place to go to.
What's meat market? Now, meat market sounds like
it is a meat market.
No, but it's really. Listen, I've been there 3 or 4 times, and the people having dinner there they're always couples. I saw Maury Povich in there with, what's his wife's name?
Connie Chung. I'm not a fan of meat market because the name is so much like the name when you go
But
in.
that's at the bar.
You have to walk through the bar to get to the restaurant.
But the food's good.
The food is good.
By
It is
the
good.
way,
And they opened a new one now in Boca too. So there's not just
Yeah.
Palm Beach, there's one in Boca as
by
well.
the way, remember the barbecue place we found in, I guess it's North Palm Beach, Nev's.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the chef at Three Forks.
Right.
Well, guess what I saw in the paper today? Three Forks is having
opening again.
No, Three Forks has a Valentine's Day prefix menu by Chef Neville.
What?
Yeah. So not only have they reopened, but how does he have time
to do both?
To be a chef there and his restaurant?
I'll have to check into that one. That's really
That surprised me.
different.
Yeah.
That's very different.
Henry's. I know you know Henry's.
Okay, if you want to go to Henry's, listeners, you better be a multi-millionaire.
Oh, it's expensive.
It's ridiculously
You think it's
expensive.
overpriced?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And you compare it to NYY, and their steaks are astronomical at NYY. They're just totally delicious. You can't get anything better. They're very overpriced. Sorry, Henry. Sorry. But Beach Hay is another one I like. I like Beach Hay's. It's in Palm Beach. That one's another one that's always crowded. But they're Italian, and they have a beautiful garden outside, and you do feel like you're in Europe.
Can you eat outside?
You can eat outside. The food's always really good in there, but it is difficult to get in, especially now during the
That
season.
means it's good.
It's very good.
Prime Steak
Oh,
in Boca.
prime steak is
They've
good.
been around for a long time. It's always good. You know, it's funny. I didn't put them down, but right across the street is Abe and Louie's,
Right.
who also does a really good job on the steak. But I got to tell you, I've never been impressed with their service. When it's a high-end restaurant, your service better be really, really good.
A lot of people complain about their service, but Prime Steak, that is another really good steak place. And it is romantic. They have excellent wine choices. And
Yeah. And you know who else is over there? Is it Gallagher's?
they caught on fire.
Yeah, they caught on fire. Yeah, their roof caught on fire about a month ago. Gallagher's is the same as New York Gallagher's. They went into where Madison's New York was, right there on Glades in 95. But Gallagher's does make a great steak. So that's another place. Cafe Boulud.
Oh, Cafe Boulud.
So everybody knows who Chef Boulud is.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is you better not be hungry when you go in there. Now it's French cuisine, but I'm telling you, the portions they give you.
Because it's Cafe Boulud. It's a high-end
I know, but
restaurant
it's
in
like
Palm Beach.
their service is wonderful.
That it is. Your main entry's this big.
The food is good.
The food is good. And the wine listing is
Oh,
very
I'm sure,
good.
yes.
You know what else I like too, which we didn't talk about this, but it's the Breakers. They have several restaurants there, but I love going to the seafood bar.
Really?
They have an aquarium. The bar is an aquarium.
Ooh.
And it's on the ocean, so you have the view of the ocean, and they do have tables there. So that's where I saw Reba McEntire, by the way.
Really?
And I love that restaurant. They have
Do you know the name of it?
I think it's just called the Seafood. I don't remember. Everybody knows, so when they go to the Breakers, go to the back to the seafood restaurant. But it's fun. And their wine listing is excellent, but they have high-end liquor too. So you can get anything there, and you never go wrong with the food. Plus, I think it's fun sitting at an aquarium because it's basically the table is the aquarium.
Very nice. Who else do we have on here? Pistache, you've been there before.
I've been to Pistache.
I did a tasting at Pistache. It was okay. I wasn't like, whoa.
It's another French restaurant with small servings.
Yes.
If you're hungry, as you say. Cafe Sapori is another one in West Palm that everybody always speaks very highly of.
You know, Flagler Steakhouse is always good.
Yes, they are good. I forgot about them. But they're also at the Breakers. That's one of the restaurants at the Breakers.
Well, that's kind of our list for, there's Boucan's, but I got to tell you, he opened up and he was a runner-up for the
James
Beard Award. And he opened up a lot of restaurants, and they're all different cuisines. And then we heard that he moved out of the area.
I was told that he moved out of state.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he has a home in Palm Beach and still comes and checks.
I know, but I like the idea that an owner is hands-on.
Well, that's why
locally.
That's why we picked the smaller little mom and pop kind of stores that we've been trying to promote lately.
Please do us a favor. If you know of a small restaurant that could really use the help, because they're small, not because their food isn't good, let us know. Go to our website and you can email us right from our website and give us ideas, because we really want to help the small person.
Well, also, you can call us tonight because we are live and we do have a phone number that you can dial in.
And I didn't write it.
It's 561-623-9429.
How did you know that?
I'm smart.
You are smart. You are smart. Wow.
Rob will put it on the screen.
Wouldn't you know? She's like always 3 steps ahead of us.
But I remembered part of it. 561-623-9429.
Give us a call.
Bob, if you're listening. I did have somebody write to me with a couple restaurants that they highly recommended in Broward, more like sushi type restaurants. So we'll have to follow up on those, and hopefully we get a tasting, and that'll be hopefully one of the restaurants that we bring to you next week. They're in Coral Springs. And he highly recommended several of them, but he also gave me a bunch in Orlando. So I was like, we'll just hop on the Bright Line, go to Orlando and do some tastings there.
Let's do some Broward restaurants for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
We have actually several of them are on Las Olas.
We should do Tocado too.
Yes.
I like Thassos.
Yeah, but Tocados, you found that.
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is a gorgeous restaurant. They're also on our website. It has a private room, but it's right on the ocean, and it has really good food, and he's very creative. He had a sushi ice cream. Remember that?
Yes.
And it looked like sushi, but it was
the
ice cream with
his
like
presentation.
Oh, they were
dish.
beautiful with orchids, and a high-end presentation.
Yeah, we've got some great pictures on our website of their dishes. There's a restaurant called Wild Sea, and Wild Sea is a great seafood restaurant. The chef there, who's been there forever, if you ask chefs, it doesn't even have to be, say Broward. Some of the chefs have been around for a long time that have a big name. You ask them who their top 3 chefs are, and the chef at Wild Sea is always one of them. Always.
I've never been to Wild Sea.
We're going to go to Wild Sea. The food there, they have an incredible shellfish. They have 8 different types of oysters.
Wow.
8. But their seafood is wonderful there.
And Thassos is a very
Greek.
I don't consider them Greek.
Mediterranean?
Everybody considers them Greek, but I really don't consider it Greek, to be honest. I mean,
do you think that's why
Greek.
it used to be called Tassos Greek Taverna. Now it's just Tassos Taverna. But do you think that's why they took it off?
I don't know
name Greek
why.
off?
They have a couple dishes on the menu that are Greek, but they're not really a Greek restaurant. It's more of a very high-end, beautiful restaurant that you feel good when you go in. It's all white.
Absolutely.
And has a lot of wood and just a nice, comfortable place, and the food is always excellent there.
And then one of our favorites, Chima's. So we've taken Sophia's, both of her sisters there now, and they both look like they really enjoyed it.
How could you not?
Oh, God. We love Chima's is a Brazilian steakhouse that when you go to the bar, the salad bar, there must be 20 items on there. More? Oh my, and the way it's laid out is so beautiful. Anywhere you can get salmon, you can get, they must have 10 different types of salads there. Now, Sophia loves vegetables, so she goes crazy at the salad bar. You do. You love it there.
I'd rather eat that than the meat.
No, I know you would. Service is impeccable. They're always there, there to serve you. And then you've got the gauchos that walk around. They each have their own type of beef, some seafood, some sausage, some chicken. My favorite is a sirloin, but you get as much as you want to eat, and you can just they'll prepare it exactly the way they're on skewers. So some of it's rare. They have medium rare. They have medium well, any way you want, and they serve it with the creamiest mashed potatoes I've ever had. Cheese bread is good. What do they have? The plantains?
They have plantains.
Anyway, the place is excellent. It is so good. You got to make reservations.
Well, they have valet too, which makes it easy for Las Olas. It's nice to have valet.
Yes. There's a restaurant in Miami Beach. It's supposed to be so cool. It's called Coco Bamboo. They're doing a prefix menu.
That sounds neat, though. Coco
Yeah.
Bamboo.
Bistro's 1902.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, and I wrote down this one. This is in Cooper City. We have listeners in Cooper City.
Yes,
Can't
we
leave
do.
them out. And the best restaurant there is La Brigitte Bistro. Have you been to 3030 Ocean?
No. I'm more Palm Beach.
You are
girl.
really, that's right, you are.
I live here, so I do go down to Broward occasionally to see my friends, but I don't eat much down in Broward.
3030 Ocean is on the ocean. It's at the Bow Harbor Marriott.
I tried to get them on the show, actually.
Yes.
I heard a lot about them.
They had one of the finest chefs. Was Paula? Can't think of her name now.
Paula Dean.
Yeah, Paula Dean.
I'm kidding.
Listen to the name of this restaurant, Olive and Sea. That's kind of a cute name, Olive and Sea.
Olive and Sea.
It's Mediterranean, and they're in Fort Lauderdale.
That one might be Greek.
This is a new restaurant that just opened up. Barry's Grill. They're in Las Olas also. So we're giving you a lot of Las Olas restaurants because, first of all, it's a fun place to go. And they really prepare for Valentine's. I said Bistro 1902. I heard this place is excellent.
I've heard of that as well.
Yeah, you never hear people say, "Oh, we went to Hollywood for dinner."
I hear they have good pizza in Hollywood on the boardwalk.
The boardwalk's got a lot of those
They have
small
great
restaurants.
They do.
That we should try.
I actually like the Hollywood boardwalk since they really fixed it up nicely.
So anyway, that's what our whole goal is to find smaller restaurants because they're the ones that need our help.
What's Council Oak? Have you ever been there?
Oh, Sophia, how did I leave them out?
I've never heard of them.
Okay, Council Oak is at the guitar,
Oh, that's right.
and I got a story to tell you.
I forgot about that.
So I did a tasting there about 8 years ago, and one of the dishes they brought out were their wasabi steak.
Yummy.
Now, wasabi is more expensive. So when I was there 8 years ago, it was $125. Do you know that same steak now is $189?
I'm not surprised.
180.
Wonder how much it is at Henry's. 320.
Are they
Sorry.
more expensive than everybody?
They're very expensive.
Well, they must get away with it. But
They do. They're always packed.
the Council Oaks has been at the Hard Rock Casino forever.
I forgot they were there.
They're the longest standing restaurant there. They've always been inside, but the food was excellent. They do a great brunch there. I'm just bringing that up, but it's a great place to go for Valentine's Day and go over to the casino, and they have wonderful shows there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
They really do.
But they're hard to get into too.
You know why it is? Because they give away all the tickets
that's right, on
to
the
their
radio.
high rollers.
And the radio too.
Yeah.
The wins. And
so that's our list of restaurants.
Romantic Valentine Day restaurants that may be too late to get in, but you never know. Maybe there's some open at lunch, and
well, there's always cancellations.
There always is, and there were quite a few there to try, but there's also a lot of nice smaller restaurants to support, and
we're going to find them.
I think we're finding pretty many good ones. I'm happy with
it's
so far.
It's so sad to see so many restaurants going
under.
Yeah. And you know what? I do a lot of reading during the week about restaurants, and it seems like the biggest reason that restaurants are going under is there's two actually. Rent.
Cost, right.
The other one is
they can't find enough help.
They're getting shut down
by the health department.
And it's all over the media.
But not ours. The ones we found basically were finance, because they ran out of money because of the cost going up so high. And it's very, very, very sad. Another restaurant, even though we forgot, is Encontro.
Yeah.
He's very good. And he has a violinist, which is kind of romantic. And he never disappoints with his food.
His food is good.
His food is good.
It just seems like we're leaving somebody off.
You have Ralphie all over me. I think we did a pretty good, thorough.
I mean, we gave you some great ideas of places to go dine. By the way, I think next week, I'm pretty sure we have a chef going to be coming on our show. She goes by the name of Lenora. And Lenora has been around South Florida forever.
Lenora Kitchen? Is she the same one?
No.
Lenora's Kitchen.
Lenora she teaches cooking lessons. And she does parties, caters. So I want to get her on the show because she's had she's always, done everything on her own to get the word out, what she does. And she did a whole big spread for me one time and brought it on the show. Unbelievable. She's really but listen to this. So today I saw the name. This is what reminded me of her. She now goes by Lenore. What did I say? The baseball player, Nolan Ryan. Remember Nolan Ryan? So now she goes by Lenore Nolan Ryan. So I guess she's putting out that had to be her husband.
We'll find out if she comes out. It's funny you said that because I was looking the other day to try to get a guest on. And I saw that there were Groupon I saw a chef that actually was on Groupon to teach
Really?
pasta making and some other types of cooking. And I was actually researching her to get to her via direct one. Anyway,
You
but
know, there's
that's
some good
funny.
schools down here. You know, Johnson and Johnson's
Mhm.
down here. The Cordon Bleu's down here.
Mhm.
I went to culinary school at Florida Culinary Institute, which I don't know why closed down about 5 or 6 years ago. And we were somewhere, I forgot where it was, and the chef said that they went to Florida Institute, and we knew a lot of the same teachers there.
I'm trying to remember which restaurant.
Well, remember they did the restaurant there that you'd even eaten at on a Thursday, where they had the chefs that were in school.
I used to go there
Preparing.
from the hospital. Sometimes when we had meetings, we would go there for lunch. It was different. I don't remember where that chef was. Who did we have on the show recently? It was somebody we had on the show recently.
I forgot who it was. By the way, the chili cook-off was amazing. I mean, not just because we were judges, but it was amazing because how many people were there.
It was a beautiful weather. So we do goofy things sometimes.
She does goofy things.
And sometimes it takes two to mango. Mango, get it?
Now listen, if you have to explain it, it's not funny.
We found
And you found some good
Valentine's
ones.
food puns that we thought could be kind of fun to do to end our show because we only have fries for you, our listeners. So we're sorry if we're being weird, but anyway, we did find some cute Valentine food puns that we thought we could just kind of have some fun with. And
Remember
be
that when we
goofy.
did the show with the
Names of the
names of
restaurants.
some of them we couldn't even put on there.
No, they were kind of nasty, but they
Most of them were Chinese.
the nasty ones. But everybody wrote to us and said that it was fun and that they got a nice laugh out of it. So every
Sophia, I
once
got
in
to
a
ask you a
while.
question. I don't know why I just thought about this.
What?
Sophia is like,
Oh,
she's a big shot where she works at.
I'm not.
And I'm just, have anybody from your office ever watched our show?
Somebody from New York did once.
Did?
Yes. And Houston. I had two people from Houston listen.
Well, I know your sister
I
always.
don't advertise.
You don't?
No, I don't advertise. We're too busy to usually do that. But
I just thought that because, you know, when Sophia and I tell people that we have a restaurant show, you wouldn't believe how people's personalities spark up. You do? And they always say to us, oh, I want to be a restaurant critic. But what they don't understand, the negative part is that if a place is not good and we don't give it a good rating, that's tough to do.
I don't like to do it.
I know, but we do. So let's hear some of there's some really cute ones in there.
Pie like you very much.
Pie.
Pie.
I like you very
You're
much.
one in a
You better be laughing, Rebel.
You're one in a melon.
That's cute.
I don't know. Let me look. Have I told you recently that I love
Like
you?
Reese's peanut butter cups?
Peanut butter. You make me melt. That one's for Jeff for his
Yeah.
grilled cheese.
Oh, that is a good one for grilled cheese.
You whisk me off my feet.
Really?
That one might be Sexy Kitchen when she's beating her eggs for us. Thank you, Rebel, for the sound effects. Let's give them something to taco bout. Taco bout. So you read some of them.
Let me see.
Let me see too.
How about I'm your biggest flan?
We're their biggest flan.
Yeah. I love you so matcha.
Matcha. That's a very healthy powder, basically.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
Matcha.
Matcha is healthy for you.
How about will you be my Valentine?
Lime. Tortellini in love with you, audience. We tortellini love our audience.
How about this? I like this one. You're you're my soy mate. Thank you very much.
I like you very much.
How about Liz, you're so delightful. Soda.
I know it's goofy, but I thought it was funny.
What's
Some of
nothing
it
wrong
was
with being
funny.
goofy? How about will you bring mine?
Brie mine. That's cute. That's for Margaret. She loves Brie.
There's no mushroom in my heart for you.
That's funny.
Wow. You make me so happy. That's a good one.
Which one?
You make me so happy.
Me so happy for our Japanese restaurants.
Listen,
Sushi.
we have a sick sense of humor. Sick, S-I-C-K.
Yeah.
So you have to put up with it.
Kind of weird, I guess.
Will you please be my Valentine?
Peas.
You're the loaf of my life.
Yeah, loaf. You're the loaf of my life.
You've stolen a piece of my heart.
Pizza. Is it mushroom or pepperoni?
How about, oh, this is cute. We're meant to be.
Oh, I like that one. We're meant.
That's a good one.
Chocolate mint.
Hey, you're supposed to help me here. Look, I'm down. I love you. From my head
to tomatoes. Tomatoes.
That's cute. Here's one. We make a great pair.
We make a great pair. The Eat and Critique, Steve-O and Sophia are a great pair.
This is a good one. I am in love with you. These are great, Sophia.
There's some.
I want to spend more time with you.
Oh, time.
Yes.
I love you some more and some more each day. Oh, some more sounds so good right now.
Oh, I know. Oh. Don't go baking my heart. You're my everything bagel. That's a good one.
I know I got a lot of them. I did a little.
Sophia, these are really good.
Tortellini, in love with you. Tortellini.
These are really good.
They're cute. They're cute.
We're buttered together.
Better than margarine.
Hey, Valentine, you're a Gouda one.
Gouda.
They use a lot of cheese here. I love you very much.
Very. Aw.
All that and dim sum.
And dim sum, that one I liked.
God, these are really good, Sophia. You did good.
There were some funny ones. Some I know were strange.
Oh, you are a little strange.
That's so funny. Words cannot express hummus. I love you.
I love that one.
You're my soy mate.
So, I'm looking at things to do coming up in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can get Lenore on. Maybe she'll even do a class on our show.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be really good. But I think we've done pizza. We've done Italian. We've done steak. Have we done Mexican food yet?
You just go to any corner and you'll find a taco place nowadays.
What is with that, Sophia? With all the taco places opening up.
That and the barbecue.
It's really strange in Coral Springs. There's a street called
Mexican Drive.
Yeah,
Taco Drive.
There are at least 5 taco places.
Well, look at Lake Worth Road. There's probably 10 just in a block. I don't know what's going on. How are they
what? That is
game.
Another idea. We should do one show just on food trucks.
We did.
That's what I said. We've already done one.
We already did. Yes, we did.
Why do I not remember that?
We did a show on food trucks.
Did we have a lot?
Yes, we did.
Well, I know that whoever owns Tacos Arcabon,
they're spreading like wildfire.
Oh my God, their food is good. They have the most extensive menu. The only problem is, I don't know what half the stuff means. Because you have a lot of Mexican restaurants, they'll put the dish down in Spanish, but they'll tell you what it is in English. These people don't do this.
That's because they don't speak English.
Maybe that could be true.
Sorry.
That could be true. But their prices are so inexpensive.
And they are very good.
And
they are. But they closed the one on Dixie, which I was shocked about. They closed on Dixie, but then they opened more on Lake Worth, which is where they're already located. So I don't know.
But they're always packed.
Oh, they
always.
Are all out. They're open late too.
And you'd think because of the prices there that you're going to get sick on their food.
There's one restaurant I think I'd like to try. It's in a golf course they just totally renovated.
Oh,
it's
the house.
I want to try to see if we can get, because not only is it a restaurant, but they are community oriented, which I like, and they do a lot of programs for children. And Rebel just told us we had 2 minutes left.
What does she know?
So
She's the producer.
It does go very quickly.
It does. We got a great producer, you know that?
We do. We're lucky.
She's a sweetheart.
We're lucky.
The only thing is I'm spoiled. She spoils me. God, she's just right on it all the time.
She's good.
Yeah, she is. I guess that's it for us. We'll be back next week.
See you next week. Happy Valentine's Day, listeners. And I'm going to end with this. We relish our time with you. Thank you.
Sophia.
Have a nice Valentine's.
See
you next week. Thank you, Rebel.
You've been listening to the Eatin' Critique Show with your hosts, award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia, brought to you by Incontro Italian Cuisine and Steakhouse, located in Coral Springs on the Walk. Be sure to join us again next week as Steve-O and Sophia interview top local restaurant owners and chefs. Steve-O and Sophia are known for their pure honesty when it comes to reviewing local restaurants. See you next week.
Happy Valentine's